Hello, second grade friends. It's Mrs. Klimkevich again. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how it sounds when we read out loud, and then also, as big kids and grown-ups do when they read in our heads, about how we use the punctuation, right? Our periods, our question marks, our exclamation points, our commas, our ellipses, how we use that punctuation and the special print that brings a story to life. And it's so important because as an author is writing a story for you, not only can that author choose maybe to have some really extraordinary language, like we looked at last time, the language that Anne Cameron, the author of the stories that Julian tells, we looked at her extraordinary language, but we also need to look and pay attention to how the author uses the punctuation and special print. Okay, and so let's try to do this. We want to know how the story should sound, and we need to look at how it was written. So let me give you an example. This is the part in the stories that Julian tells, the pudding story again. And I'm going to read a part to you right now, and I want you to read along with me, and I'm going to kind of be silly in this example, okay? I'm going to do the wrong thing. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to start right here where the mother comes home. "Where is the pudding?" my mother said. "Where are the boys?" my father said. His voice went through every crack and corner of the house. We felt like two leaves in a storm. "Where are you?" I said. My father's voice was booming. Huey whispered to me. "I'm scared," I called. We heard my father walking slowly through the rooms. Hold on. Okay. There was a bunch of stuff I did there that was not what a great reader does, right? First of all, I never even stopped to notice the special punctuation, right? I never even stopped to notice that question mark. I never even stopped to change how the father was talking here. This is showing us he is yelling, right? I never followed any sort of break or commas or punctuation at all. And because of that, I really lost the meaning and the point of what was happening right here, okay? So what I want to do now is I need to look for the punctuation. I need to look for the bold words, or sometimes in your books they might be slanted, right? That's called italics. And I need to make sure I'm understanding that these are signals that the author has left me. Okay, just like when your mom or dad is driving, they have to obey the traffic signs on the road. The traffic signs give us signals. Punctuation and the way the words look on the page, that gives us signals. And the author has left these for us, okay? So now I'm going to read again, and I'm going to follow the signals, all right? Now pay attention to how I do it this time. "Where is the pudding?" my mother said. "Where are you boys?" my father said. His voice went through every crack and corner of the house. We felt like two leaves in a storm. "Where are you?" I said. My father's voice was booming. Huey whispered to me. "I'm scared." We heard my father walking slowly through the rooms. "Huey!" he called. "Julian!" All right. Did you notice how different that was? And it was much, much better. It also gives you a chance to really understand what's happening here, right? The mom's confused, and then the minute the mother's like, "Where's the pudding?" the father realizes what's happened, right? And he's furious. He's yelling, "Where are you boys?" And then as I read this part, did you know I kind of slowed my voice down? This is a part that's full of feeling and very dramatic, okay? Anne Cameron is really trying to show us how mad the dad is, and it's our job as readers to follow her signals and to do that, okay? So the point that I'm trying to make to you today is that the author can bring a story to life with question marks, exclamation marks, bold or capitalized print, even with things like when I whispered, right? Huey whispered to me, "I'm scared." I tried to make sure that I brought that to life, okay? And so that's the lesson that I have for you today. Use the author's punctuation and special print to bring a story to life. And what I want you to do now is you're actually going to need a book, and you're going to need some Post-its, some sticky notes if you have it, or even just little pieces of paper that you can tear off. But what I want you to do is I want you now to mark places in your book where you think that your author does a good job of using these signals, right? A good job of telling you how to make the story sound. I want you to mark some places and be ready to share that with somebody near you. Look for these bold words, capitalized words. Look for times where you had to slow your reading down to make it really dramatic. Look for question marks, look for exclamation marks, okay? See if the book that you're reading right now, if your author has used this special type of craft. And that is it for today's lesson, my friends. What I'll do now is I think I'm going to go on and create a next video. I want to read the next story in the story that Julian tells, and it's called The Catalog Cats. Catalog Cats. And it's a very interesting chapter. It's a little long, so I'll stop this lesson right now, and I hope that you'll get a chance to read along and listen to me about the next story that Julian tells about his catalog cats. And we'll be on the lookout for special punctuation in print. Thanks so much for listening, my second grade friends. Bye-bye. Have a good day.